IMConscious.
Now what?
What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Yeah.
Hold it. What you talking about, doctor?
Ah, yeah, peace and love, soul group, and welcome to a special. Yeah, I'm gonna go out of the way to say special live stream of I'm Conscious. Now what? This is Derek Dunlap, and you know, it feels good, even when I don't understand why. Sometimes I have literally just been staying out of my own way for the past, I would say, 4 or 5 days. You know, just staying out of my own way. Because sometimes, especially in this organic ascension, and as we experience new levels of consciousness and vibration and all of these different energies, man, it's just so much going on. So I a very dear soul who I'm very passionate about the energy that we share together in non-duality. Brother Bubba called me. Well, he texted me a couple of days ago at the top of the week, and I was just waiting and just, you know, staying out of my own way. I knew that change was coming, and I got that text from Brother Bubba, and he said, "Hey, man, in the next couple of days, let's get together, you know, with those who are open to receive, man, and let's play with some energy." And of course, I accepted, and today is the day, ladies and gentlemen. So let me do this live. I like doing this live behind the scenes, uncut, raw, unfiltered. Let me get Brother Bubba over here.
Joe's Mule Barn. How you be?
Peace and love, Brother Bubba. We live. You ready to play?
Yeah, man, I'm always ready to play. You know that by now. Let me do a few things for everybody. We can all kind of just play together. Please allow the energies that we be to coexist and commingle with all other energies in a flow. Please allow the highest vibrating beings to dictate that flow. Thank you. Please allow the words that come from me be the perfect words for every interaction. And please allow those words to be in the perfect vibration, frequency, and tone for all living things to understand. Thank you. How you be, brother?
Oh, man, I be great. Staying out, as I was telling them before, Bubba, I'm just staying out of my own way in a sort of cool way.
And that's the best thing to be right now, especially in all this energy. I mean, I was having some issues last week and called Don, and hell, I stomped him. And then one of these other people that I play with, she called me and said, "Here, this is what it is." And so I want to thank Megan Grothanks, and I'm going to use my words for the clearing she did on me because I can't use her words. I don't know what energy she was in. But I know this, after she got done, in minutes, I felt better than I had in weeks.
Oh, shit. Please share.
Yeah.
I'm open to receive. I know the audience is open to receive.
Well, all we got to do is anybody that listens to this in the future, whatever, all they got to do is say yes, because I'm going to ask. You know, I got to ask this question. Would you like to receive this clearing that I got? And knowing that we're never done clearing as long as we're on this plane, this is a good clearing to remember and to have on tape. So if you would choose to receive this, all you have to do is say yes. I don't have to hear it, none of that, because the energy is way smarter than we are.
Yes. Yes.
And your subconscious, it does what it does from programming, indoctrination, and everywhere else we've played through the decades that we've played. Some of us are not as old and some of us are not as young. So we're all playing in different moments in this energy, attempting to clear ourselves every day. Every day something new comes up. And our subconscious, it likes to compartmentalize things. Our subconscious, because of indoctrination, compartmentalizes. And from what I can tell you, in the basic structure of it, it either goes to the fear file, the fear compartment, or it goes to the question department, or it goes to the love department. So you got three main departments that you play in. So in your compartmentalized subconscious, would you be willing to let go of the boxes of the compartments that everybody else told you you're supposed to have?
Okay.
And all of those boxes, may the sidewalls come down, may all of the partitions and the little cubby holes be dissipated so that there is no hiding spaces for the compartments any longer. It either goes to fear or love.
Okay. Let's play.
Now, as we ride in this love space that we're feeling running up and down our spine right now, let's go over to the other side where there's fear galore that we don't know is hidden there. And as we tore the walls down between the compartments, the fear that is sitting there right now, ready to release right now, we'll just go ahead and let it dissipate and float on up past the collective into outer space, wherever the fear is going when it leaves this place. See, there is no specifics in it. I don't have to have that. The energy is more intelligent than I am. Now, all the boxes that you're processing for the collective that is not aware, let's go ahead and let go of that too. It can't store there. That's a good one right there. You feel that tingle, dude?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let go. Yeah.
All of the collective stuff that we're able to process, we're just going to go ahead and process it for them because they're not aware. We're going to let it slip right on up and leave us and leave them as well, because we're fully capable and willing to transfer this to another place in time where it's needed there, not here. For in another realm, in another dimension, on another level, that fear is required. But we don't need it here in this time-space continuum as we continue to shift this earth to a point of utopia and love and consistency.
Yeah, thank you.
We're going to let all the lies go. We're going to let all the separation go. We're going to let all the anxiety go. We're going to let all of the fear go. I don't care what your fear is. You can let it disappear right now as long as you choose it. I don't care if your fear is of color. I don't care if your fears of the light. I don't care if your fears of a bug or a spider or a mite. I don't care where your fear lies. It can disappear right now as long as you'll let go of it and be real clear right now. As the fear leaves, the clarity slips in, and every fear that dissipates into wherever it goes, more clarity slides right in to take its place. And as the clarity slides in, that opens up more love space.
Thank you.
Because you only lose fear through understanding. You only lose fear for attempting to look. So as you let go of your fear, clarity steps right in as your cells become elliptical and back to the honeycomb shape of your true nature.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, see there? How much lighter do you feel right now, brother man?
I'm floating, man. I'm floating.
That's what I'm talking about. Now you know what I went through. I mean, last week, one day, I woke up and I had pain I never had before. I ain't had no teeth in my head or 30 years or more. I had a wisdom toothache, dude.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm just telling you, it was intense. And my friend called and she said, dude, you're processing for the collective. Are you ready to throw them boxes out? Hell yeah. Why wouldn't you?
This is
it's not real hard. It's not real hard. You just got to think outside that box we've put everything in.
That's right. That's right.
And knowledge and information, you can't have fear in that. So you're your own teacher. How do you learn? You know what draws to your heart. And the words that came through me, you needed to hear in order to do your part. Welcome to the madness of the desert, brother.
Hey, man, I accept. And it feels good. It's light. My load is much, much lighter. It feels like I have more space, more clarity.
Over the next 72 hours, it's going to get even more lighter. It really takes about 72 hours for this to completely process. And some of those are going to be wishy-washy in that 72 hours, so they don't know what they're going to process or not. So the best thing they can do is after a couple of days, come back and listen to this recording and get shifted into high gear.
Right.
Because we don't know what's going to show up from day to day. The energy changes. We don't know what's going to pop in and what's going to pop out. So all we can do is be prepared to release it. That's it. That's all you got to do. All of this shit that's coming to a head, it's ugly as shit. It's ugly as shit. You're seeing it all over the world.
Yes, it is.
Let's let that shit go because they don't know how.
Right. Let's reboot. Right.
If you're listening to this, you're a high vibrating individual or you want to be. It's a choice. You either want to be or you already are. And if you already are, you counteract the low vibrating ones, some people up to 500,000 of them. So every day you're letting your shit go, you're vibrating higher. There's more and more you're in the flow. The more and more you're in the flow, the easier life gets. But understand, there's still going to be some shit.
Right.
It's up to you whether to get into it neck deep or just let it flow through.
Let it flow.
Let it flow.
Let it flow.
Because when you're in the flow, you can attest to this, brother. When you're in the flow, your life gets better in spite of you.
Right. I like that, Bubba. In spite of me. Well
in spite of you.
Yeah.
There's energies out there that want to see you succeed in whatever success is in your reality. That's what they want for you. And all you got to do is get out of your own damn way and watch the words you say. Right. If you empower yourself with your words every day, then you're staying out of your own way. Whatever you're letting out, don't make it sound like a complaint. Be grateful for where you're sitting right now, because that's going to change. Look, dude, we've been interacting a little over a year now, or right at it. And how much of your life has changed since you learned a few tricks that I use?
Oh, man, 360 and then some.
And then some. And it's nothing major. It's all simple. You just got got to be willing to understand you've been compartmentalized from indoctrination, misdirected education, your subconscious, and programming. So in order to change all that, you got to step in a conscious place and change your programming. You can change you from a conscious place by the words you speak to yourself, by the things you think about. That's all it is. You have a thought you don't like. I don't want that thought any longer. Thank you. Say it out loud. It anchors it in your subconscious.
That's real, man. That's real. That's real. That's real.
Well, every ancient text, the Egyptian Book of the Dead, the Sumerian text, the books of the Seth books, the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, they all say the same thing. Human, your words are what's keeping you in the slavery. You are enslaving yourself with the words coming from you.
So true. So
I'm just saying, dude.
No,
I ain't no more special than anybody else. I've been playing in energy 30 years or better. But even I have off days. But when I do and I can't get it to shift, I call those that I know that I think can help.
Right.
And as a general rule, I either stump them or they help.
Right. One of the two.
Yeah, it's the truth. You're either stumped or something comes in and you can help. And that's why I always, like we got on there, I always ask to be in the flow. Please allow the highest vibrating beings to dictate that flow. Thank you. And as a general rule in my world, I step into the energy of the trees.
Mm-hmm.
And that ain't no bad place to be. Now, I don't know how many got that clearing, brother, but I hope quite a few. And I hope that the others that listen to this say yes, too.
Yes.
Yes. You're awful quiet there, brother man.
Oh man, I'm just soaking it up, Bubba, because I haven't been this light, man, in months. Just the clarity, the clarity that I'm getting and experiencing right now. So I don't have too much to say. I'm just feeling it. I'm sitting in it, man. I'm sitting in it.
Oh yeah, that's a powerful little thing she did for me. And she was laughing the whole time like I was, saying, "Oh, silly rabbit. You just needed a feminine energy." That's what she kept telling me.
Wow.
So yeah, use it. I'm sure Miss Megan won't mind. A bunch more clear humans running the land.
Yeah, thank you, Megan. Thank you.
And one day you probably ought to interview her.
I think that'd be a great idea.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. She's had me and Big Don on the floor squirming. She's got so much juice.
Oh, man, I just visualized that as you said it, bro. That shit is hilarious.
Hey, we look like a couple of 600-pound hogs in tutus wallering on the floor.
Oh, man, it feels good just to have one of those free laughs, Bubba. Ain't shit attached to this laugh, man, but energy, man, freedom.
Yeah. That little bitty thing, you don't realize how much got lifted. You really don't. You don't really realize how much got lifted because we don't really realize how much of the collective we're dealing with. You don't really realize how many compartmentalized thoughts that we let go that wasn't even ours to play with.
Just sitting there taking up space, blocking flow.
Sitting there taking up my play space, dude.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to play if I'm processing all this other shit?
Right. Yeah, this is great, man. I really appreciate this, Bubba. I didn't have no idea what it was, but I'm like, Bubba got something. Bubba got something. Wow.
Bubba got something that made him ride a cloud for 3 days, dude. I went from intense, massive physical pain to riding a cloud in minutes. And I rode that cloud for 3 days. But guess what? It was yesterday, and I seen a whole bunch of them. Today, we started the cloud all over again.
I accept. Thank you.
And I'm just saying, you know, if you can break your little videos down just a little bit and you get that one little snippet of that clearing from the moment I ask everybody to come into vibrational harmony to after that clearing, if you could cut that snippet out and just post that shit everywhere, because that's potent. And all you got to do is hear it and say yes.
Yes. I'll do that, Bubba. We'll get this one edited down once it uploads, and we'll cut that little piece out right there, because that's very, very powerful, man. And liberating.
Yeah, that's the word I couldn't find. Liberating. It's literally, you can feel the chains come off.
Ooh. Wow. Yes. Fuck.
And I mean, literally. I could feel the chains of pain leave my body before she got finished speaking.
Hey, Bubba, I cannot uncurl my toes right now. I bullshit. I'm not, Bubba. I'm not. Excuse me. I don't mean to sound, but it's that intense. Soul Group. Wow.
Okay. Cross your ankles. Now, what did that do for your toes when you crossed your ankles?
They opened up. They like popped.
You know why?
Have no idea.
You just short-circuited your body. That energy is no longer flowing through you to the earth. You just created a short circuit. Now, if you're going to ponder thoughts, sit around with your ankles crossed and ponder thoughts, then you don't get any emotional attachment to them.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Now, uncross your legs and see if your toes curl back up.
Okay, the tingling is coming in. It's getting more intense. Yeah, it's coming back in. That's cool, man. Yeah,
If it gets too intense, cross your ankles.
Cross your ankles. So, Bubba, what you're saying is, if I just want to, like, just browse my thoughts, you know, just from a perspective with no emotion, you're saying just cross my legs?
I have found that for me, if I cross them at the knees, it's a different energy. But if I sit here with them crossed at the ankles, I can ponder anything without getting emotionally attached to it. From ex-wives to children to past lovers to anything that's going on inside me, I can cross my ankles and look at it from a different perspective.
Yeah, that's what I want that. That's cool. And that's a big difference, right? Because I got them crossed now, and I'm more, I'm trying to find a word for it. I'm more observant, but I'm not becoming what I'm thinking, like kind of, sort of. It's not.
Exactly.
It's like I'm looking at it.
Exactly.
But this is cool, man. This is good stuff, y'all. I hope y'all writing this down. It's Brother Bubba, raw and cut. We playing. Just playing. Shit.
Well, when I sent you that text the other day, I said, hey, we need to record this because it's powerful. And you know me, I don't call you up out of the blue and say, hey, I got something powerful. But this one shook my world, dude. You had to have this one recorded.
Yeah.
We had to have this recorded because this one's potent.
Yes. Let me go over to the chat. If you guys are listening to this live, I want to know who can feel this energy right now, and if you want to be specific, how are you embracing it?
Yeah, that'd be a good one to know, because I mean, when she did it for me, it was literally from so overwhelmed with pain I could not see to such relief in minutes that even the horses would deal with me.
Wow. Okay.
And when I have physical pain like that, they run the other way.
Yeah, because your vibration.
Yeah.
Yeah, your vibration is off from what they're used to.
Correct.
Well, Echo Stalker Brother Bubba says, I feel love and it feels good. All right, Echo Stalker. I'm on a cloud. I'm on a cloud right now, ladies and gentlemen. I feel I have no attachments. I'm just free. It's like I'm free to just wander. There's no emotionals. There's no emotions. There's like no thoughts that I'm like grounded to right now. And of course, I have my legs are crossed right now. So I'm just wondering, I can go anywhere. I can fucking be in a coffee shop right now, listening to everybody's conversation and still be grounded, attaching like to nothing.
Well, I literally, what they're doing doesn't affect you, because you've short-circuited you away from that.
Right.
They literally can't get in, and you can't process it because your ankles are crossed. You're short-circuited.
Short-circuited. Yeah. So I already know that tonight, me and my wife, we're going out. And I don't go out too much, Bubba, unless it's really something special, because I've been having a problem. Well, not a problem. I haven't been liking to pick up everybody else's energy in like busy places. I just don't feel like dealing with it, man. So I like stay in. So I'm wondering now.
Are your hands free? Are your hands free?
Yeah, right now they are.
Okay, take both hands about chest high, about heart high, and start rubbing them together, palms together, like just make little circles out of them. You're just gonna, it's like you're warming your palms up. You're gonna do something, you know?
Yeah, it's getting hot. It's getting hot.
And just breathe. Now, you're short-circuited in two places. You ought to be able to feel that energy running across your back and down your legs to your ankles, and then it just stops and your feet feel kind of cool.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, now, left palm towards your chest, right palm away, hands back to back, about 6 or 8 inches off your chest. Now, push. Just push. Don't touch yourself. Push the backs of your hands apart 5 or 6 times and breathe. You have just disconnected yourself from the collective for anywhere from 3 to 6 hours.
Thanks a lot, Bubba.
Now, you really want to bring that in. You want to bring it into real focus. Your index finger and your middle finger of your right hand, place them at your right eyebrow at the very corner. Drag those 2 fingers across your forehead and circle your face 3 times. Now, in all your separation from the collective, you just brought your polarity into the perfect space for you in this moment.
Hey, you.
How's
How
that
you
feel?
be? How you be? Hey, you. It feels different. It damn, I fucking it feels different. It feels like somebody is staring at me, but I don't see anybody.
You are. You're staring at yourself.
And myself,
You're
kind of,
in
yes.
perfect polarity.
Fuck.
Your perfect polarity, disconnected from everything.
Wow, it feels like someone is definitely staring at me. It's kind of fucking with me a little bit. Hold on, Bubba. This is a first. All right. Okay, so I have accepted that. Yeah, it feels like I'm in perfect tune, like a fine-tuned piano. Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah. I had to adjust this.
Now from this place, sit with your ankles crossed the next time you go to astral travel. Now think about how liberating that will be.
Yeah, because I wouldn't have so many attachments coming out.
Then you're just taking you along for the ride, not all of the collective you're connected to.
What about that cellular memory stuff you be talking? That's being left behind too, right?
Most of it is, but you can pick it up at any time because it's still there. It takes more than one clearing to erase a cellular memory. Okay. We erased part of it. As it comes up again, play this clearing again, it goes away more. The more you speak your words, saying, I did choose not to have this thought. I choose words that empower myself. The more your cellular memory corrects itself to where it's supposed to be. The less you claim any illness or disease, the less you complain. You're resetting your immune systems. Everything you do is about resetting you to a better place to be.
Well, this is good, man. Good. Now, and it's different, Bubba. It's different. I can't compare this to anything. It's different.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
But I knew that we had to get this recorded because Miss Megan, in her laughter and her joy, calling me a silly boy, she gave me a toy that is going to liberate many. And recording it, we don't even have to be there, dude. All they got to do is listen to the recording and say yes, and they get this.
Yeah. But this is good. It's very liberating for me, Soul Group, because I've been just trying to get out my own way, trying to adjust to. And what was going on with me, Bubba, it was like I was allowing things to stay attached to me that no longer even serve me. I was in that space too. Yeah, and it's gone now. It's like, shoo.
Yeah, and that's what I say. Get up in the morning, and if you can find this little snippet, play it first thing every morning for about a week and see what the hell you lose.
Yeah, I'm gonna recut this. I'm gonna remix it and just put the meat and potatoes just right there. And give it a little self-clearing title. And let's get some people connecting to this.
I'm just saying, dude, it sounded very simple. It sounded very confusing, but it's very and so liberating.
Chris Garner said, I turned on that live stream. Chris Garner, thank you. Chris Garner said, remember when we were winding back, Bubba, when it was kicking in, and I said, wow, it feels like someone is staring at me. And Chris Garner in the chat over at the chat, he says, welcome, brother. Energy wise, we are all staring at you. You turned on that live stream.
You gotta love Bubba Don.
Yeah. And
but yeah, I'm curious, did he hear the clearing?
Chris said he missed it. He said he got to go back to it later. He got on a little late. He said he missed it, but he's gonna go back. It'll play back over and over. Okay.
Because that'll make him squirm. And you know, he needs his yoga. You got anything else, Princeton, you want to play with, brother?
Oh man, no, I'm starting from here. This is like a epic bookmark for me because, like I said before this, just here lately, man, I didn't really want to be around anyone, man, just because I didn't feel like feeling the energy. You know, I was just overloaded with emotion.
Right.
A lot of other people's emotion, you know, from doing the sessions and all of the live streams, a lot of stuff unaware. I guess was just weighing me down. But now here, man, I'm fucking 22, man. This is great.
Superman.
Yeah.
Superman.
This is great, man.
Yeah, it's what I'm talking about. Now think about this. But what if you play that little snippet at the beginning of every session you're going to do before you do a session? Mm-hmm. What kind of liberation and clearing is that going to bring in? What kind of clarity is that going to bring in?
Yeah, just duplicates. Just keep duplicating it and duplicating it and duplicating it. Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's one of the simplest things. And I'm upset at myself. I didn't think of it, but I'm going to give the credit where credit is due. And that's Megan Grow thanks. And she's fixing to come up into Don's world above the Arctic Circle, Wisconsin or Minnesota or somewhere up in there. And she's giving a class.
Great. Well, I can't wait to meet her and talk to her and get her, on here to bless us with some more of this energy, man. This is great.
Oh, she's the bomb, dude. She's one of my inner circle.
Okay, cool. Well, Bubba, you want to add anything to this? Because it don't make no sense here to just lollygag in this. I really want to sit in this one-on-one, off air, and just, hey, man, play him.
Put them on, dude. Let's talk to someone. Let's see what we can do to help them. Whatever.
All right. Well, I got you, Bub. Do you got that other link I sent you? Because I got you on the phone line. So right now we only utilizing the chat.
Okay, if you got me on the phone line, we're screwed because my computer or my phone doesn't do the internet stuff real good. That's why I have to use the phone line. So how can we do this?
Well, the only way anyone else will be able to call in, I would lose you connected this way. So it's okay.
Well, play with them folks, dude. I got things I got to go play with.
Okay, brother. No problem. It's always a pleasure, man. And thank you. Thank you for wonderful, wonderful clearing, man. Liberating, very liberating. Love you, bro.
Love you, man.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, still live here. This is wow, I'm gonna have to play this back because I even like the tone of my voice, and this is very, very liberating. If you want to call in, I'm gonna keep the phone lines open, and if you're feeling this energy or want to add anything to this energy, or even if you didn't feel anything, give me a call, 734-230-2744. It's Conscious Chatter. We would just bless those of you who are jumping on a live stream a little late. We got an energy clearing from Brother Bubba. And this is great, great, great light energy, soul group. This is great. I mean, this is great. And what's shooting back and forth in this energy, you don't realize how weighed down you are from your emotional body. Even me, I knew that I was in some energy that I wasn't really blending in with, didn't want to be around a lot of people because I really feel energy. I'm very, very sensitive to energy. And if I go to, like just anywhere, like a mall, anywhere where there's more than 5 or 10 people, because the way I feel energy, it offsets me, and I have a hard time, getting my energy body and my physical body and everything aligned back to where I was before I left the house. You kind of understand what I'm saying? And so I had just got to the point where I would just stay in, not that I was depriving myself of anything. I just love the space in my home that, I've created. So some of the tips that Brother Bubba left with me, I like the crossing the leg technique to short circuit that connection, that grounding from Mother Earth. That really helps because that grounding really gets my astral and my emotional body like real charged up. So, and what do I mean by that? So you guys, can stay with me. When you think about things, you become them. or they appear, the more higher in vibration you go. You know what I mean? That's why we kind of act in 3 density. We usually multi-dimensional beings are very emotional beings. They can feel. You don't even have to say nothing. You know, if you know when you're becoming more multi-dimensional, because people don't even have to talk. Your telepathy is kicking in, and you know, you can just feel what people are thinking and doing. You know what I mean? So a lot of times when we get around a lot of people, we kind of, you know, unconsciously, we start freaking out energy wise, trying to adjust, you know, trying to be transparent to all of these diverse assortments of energy all around us in public places. I was finding it very, very hard to center in public places. So this is great. A lot of gold nuggets. A lot of gold nuggets from Brother Bubba. So if you didn't catch the beginning of this when he asked, and it really started coming in hard when he asked, all you got to do is say yes. And as we were saying yes, because there was a lot of us saying yes at the same time, you know, and that's when the energy just turned up, and it just felt like I was boiling and marinating in a big, big ball of light. I mean, light Trinity energy. Wow, that energy just made love to my soul, ladies and gentlemen. my toes, I could not unlock my toes. You know, when you feel real good in the flesh without being graphic, you know, and you just curl your toes right at that moment. I couldn't uncurl my toes, and my legs were shaking. Sweet, beautiful, divine, feminine energy here. Liberating. Jay Wright says, I don't like the energy of highly populated areas either. You know, Jay, the more multi-dimensional I become, and I kind of use it, Jay, now as like a measuring scale to see my development in the non-physical realms. I'll turn this down. Yeah. When I become uncomfortable in 3 density in the physical, I know I'm becoming more, you know, non-physical, because like I said before, I can literally feel everyone's energy in the room, you know, and it's weird because when you're vibrating and centering, you know, 20 or 30 times a day, you get accustomed to a certain energy flow, and that's cool. That's great. I love it. It's always here in my home, but the whole thing is, you know, for me, I don't want to stay in. You know what I mean? I don't want to just stay in the house to sit in this energy. I want to be able to take this energy with me, right, and connect to more energy like this. And so I'm anxious. We're going. Me and my wife are going to a kind of sort of like a neo soul concert tonight down on the water. So I'm very, very, and I wanted to get out. I wanted to get out in nature. It's on the water. You know, it'll be a lot of cool individuals to meet down there. But you know, here lately, just as Brother Bubba was sharing, and I know some of you ladies and gentlemen have been just trying to stay out your own way and not knowing why, you know. And what do I mean by that? For me, just thoughts. A lot of old thoughts that didn't even serve me anymore were starting to come up, and I was starting to question why. And these thoughts are, you know, 10, 15-year-old thoughts, things that I thought I had dealt with. And very emotional, very sensitive to what people say, you know, just attaching my own emotion on, you know, things that people would say, even if they didn't mean it that way. I went through that. We had 2 family members that turned within, that detached from their physical bodies. You know, in 3 density, they call it deaths. So I went to a funeral and was just Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, I don't do funerals well at all anymore because it's weird. I feel kind of like a prick because I have the perspective, my perspective of death has changed so much that when people turn within, you know, and I met up with my great aunt, you know, in the non-physical realms. I thought about her real hard. I went back to a space of energy that we shared, and there she appeared, and she was smiling, didn't have too much to say, and I remember hugging her, and it was cool. It was the same space, the same energy. The more we gravitate towards the energy beingness inside of us, which is the core essence of who we are. Like Bubba said, we just got attached and brainwashed and rebooted, and we downloaded so many viruses. We really truly have forgotten who and what we are. But you know, just like the brother said in the chat, today I just felt like, and this is how clogged up I was, to actually feel like someone was staring. I was fucking looking around the room. You guys can't see me today, but I was looking around my room, trying to find who was staring at me. And that's just how much garbage cleared off of me that I could realign, you know, with my higher self. Like the brother said, I picked up everybody's energy, and it felt like everybody was either staring at me or we were becoming one. So that was cool. I'm ranting. All right. Thank you, Johnny. 1121. Peace and love to you. Let's see. That's probably Johnny trying to call too. So that's why I'm not answering the phone. We love you, Johnny. Let's see. Peace and love, Astrid. Peace and love. PKC9. I love you. I love you all. So yeah, I don't have anything else to add to this live stream. I'm just marinating in the energy, and right now my ears are both tingling. Astrid H says, I feel the same way when I attend funerals. Yeah, you know, back on the funeral, it was everyone. I'll tell you why I kind of felt like a prick. Thank you, Astrid, for allowing me to reboot this. I was going to touch on something. I was at my great aunt's funeral, and it is just so, man, and I can't wait to be able to cross my legs and just unground from this type of energy. Just imagine what you guys know. I mean, you guys know. Just imagine feeling someone's perception of death, which is, you know, non-existence, hurt, pain, sadness. You know, being able to feel a whole room of that shit, and everyone's bawling and crying, and I'm just sitting there basically calm, cool, and collective. The only thing that's shaking me is everyone else's energy. So that's what I mean by you kind of feel like a prick because everyone else is crying and you're not. And that's just, you know, a difference in perspective. Death doesn't exist in my consciousness right now. It just doesn't exist. I can't see death. I can't, you know. I can pull it up of what, you know, I may, and I wouldn't even want to do that, but I could feel someone else's perspective of it. So I'm very, very anxious to use this ungrounding to block that emotion, because I've really been, you know, everything is perfect with me. But if I had to say energy, like picture it as the ocean, and picture energy as the waves in the water, right? This is where I am. The water's always perfect. The water is just always beautiful. But sometimes the waves get a little high for me. And while I'm trying to surf on the waves, sometimes I fall off the surfboard. You know what I mean? In my ascension with like this new energy, I just fall. Don't even know why. And I'm trying to get back up on the board and catch another wave. So yeah, that's a great perspective. Some of these new energy waves that's coming in, the waves are just a little big for me. But you know, the more I jump up on that energy board of mine and focus and center and open up to receive, oh, it's a hell of a ride. It's a hell of a ride, man. All right. May the universe have mercy on your twisted soul, PK9. Nah, Lumo, I would take calls, but I don't answer calls like with no caller ID, you know, and I just kept getting, someone kept calling me with no ID. So it was probably some of the guys that were in here just having fun, you know. They just picked us today, right? It's cool. I'm cool with it. It doesn't bother me. Chris said, I feel that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for jumping on this live stream. I will be editing this video to get the core essence out of this video because my ranting and chattering and at the end is just my perspective. But anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for jumping on this special live stream. And I'm going to be playing in this energy. I'm going to a concert tonight. So I will be back in touch with you guys with, you know, a little different kind of flow from for I'm conscious now what, you know, and it's just how I'm feeling, you know. I'm broadening, I'm growing, and I'm just going to be doing some different things with the platform that I think a lot of you are going to appreciate, you know, because as I grow, I want to take some of you on the journey. And if the energy feels good and the content feels good, then, you know, why not? Look what we got blessed today. This is beautiful. This is beautiful today. Beautiful today. I know my animals are going to be all over me in this energy because I was probably a prick to them for like the last 4 or 5 days, you know. But anyway, peace and love. And I got a Skype call coming in. I'm going to bless them. Peace and love. You're live with Derek on I'm Conscious Now What?
Hi, Derek. How are you?
Great. I was just about to end the live stream, but we're still live. So it was meant for you to jump on here. You have the platform.
Okay. I just wanted to get off because I was trying to get onto Skype on my PC and it wasn't working. Then I had to get off the live stream, so I didn't hear you trying to finish. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. No. It's cool. I'm honored to be here with you right now. It meant for you to call in because I was just about to end it. So hey, let's chatter. What's going on?
I just wanted to say, like, your topic today, like, for me, is like a big thing because I'm very, very like emotional, and I really do struggle like trying to keep it together. So when Bubba did the clearing, like, I think that was great because you were talking, but then I went back to what Bubba did, and then I listened to that, and then I just felt like my head just felt light.
Oh,
and I just really want to just listen to that every single day. So I just really just wanted to say thank you to Bubba. Thank you so much.
Hey, listen, doesn't it really feel great? Like
it's real.
Yeah.
It's like it does. It really does.
Man.
And every time I've called in like 2 times.
Yeah.
And each time I'm always like fluttering about. You never even get to talk to me. Like I just talk, and then I end the call. I'm still like a little shaky now, but I'm like, you know.
No, just enjoy this. Just sit in this. You know, that's why I wanted to catch the calls, but you know, I kind of felt like it was somebody just having fun in their own type of way, you know, but you know, we ain't feeling that now. So I just didn't catch them, and you came through and I said, well, let me pick up this Skype call, and look, here you are.
That's awesome. Like it's also a practice for me to just stay calm. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now, which is it's working.
Yeah. Do you get the feeling that you exist but minus all of the emotional attachments that you once had? Is that like, how do you feel now? Can you describe how you feel in this energy?
If I can explain it to you perfectly, it would be like, it's like in my head. I felt in my head, lightness inside my head. That's the only feeling that I got right now.
Like a release of pressure type feeling, like a.
It's like yes, it's like air. Like there was a lot of air in there, but it just went. Yeah. It's like something like that, like it popped out and went out. Yeah. Like that sound that you make. That is cool. Not like a balloon. It was very quick, but also not quick at the same time.
Yeah. Amazing.
So, yeah. Amazing. That was really. Thank you, Bubba. Thank you for that.
Well, Bubba will definitely hear you. He got in touch with me a couple days ago and say, "Look, I got something," and it was right on time for me because, whoo! I like my example. I've been learning how to surf on all of this new energy, you know, and you know, when some of the big energy waves come in, like a beginning surfer, I'll fall off the surfboard.
It's so hard to keep it together sometimes.
Right, you know,
it's just really hard.
Right. And a lot of people, like, I like to have fun with this. Being a multi-dimensional being is super, super amazing. It's super awesome because you can't find limits. But at the same time, some of the I don't even call them gifts. Some of our abilities that we are reactivating are very sensitive, you know, and you have to learn. Yeah, you have to learn how to get this perfect balance to exist with things that you used to exist to, because everything is super sensitive, you know. And I just in my case, I can speak for myself. I know I attach a lot of unwanted emotion to things that it's not even the emotion that I attach to things is not even the intent for the things to manifest in my life. I did a lot of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, how you feel about that?
Oh, I kind of have. Well, okay, fine. Let me just say it. I got this pretty big rose quartz crystal, and I've been like meditating with it by me. And what happened with me was like I was just meditating, and I don't usually like all the time have little visuals or like visions or whatever, but I did this time, and it was just it was me. Okay, let me explain it like this. I saw it's like a light or bubble, and then this it's almost like I can see what's going on. I can't see what's happening on the other side. Like I don't know what's going to happen, what the outcome's going to be, and I'm still just like making up things, and like it's like the light was just like bubbling up and bubbling up and bubbling up, and then on the other side there was nothing there. It's like, what are you getting so? Like, what's making you so like emotional, and like it's you doing it to yourself. You know, there's nothing else there. It's like it's not like I even know what's there. There's nothing there at all. Well, what I saw is that there's nothing there at all. Right. But I just have this thing of what if, and then I just immediately just get all emotional, and I just get so like worked up and nervous and tense and anxious, and I'm just like, but why do you do this? And you're doing it to yourself. That's basically what I saw then, and then I was like. Man, am I? And I am.
Yeah.
I am.
You are alive.
But I mean, it's still hard for me to not do that. But what just happened today, what Bubba did, that was help. Big help.
Well, we just got a little plan to do. That's all. We just got some plan to do with the energy, and we'll get an energy that's, you know, for now, because it's always changing. And another thing that I'm learning for our soul group, be open to change. We have to be open to change because we've been stuck in certain energies for so long, right? We've got accustomed to sitting in like the same stinking thinking energy, right? So one thing I'm learning with this new energy, right? It changes. It keeps changing. And that's like the coolest, most powerful thing if we just are open for the ride, you know. And I know energy feels great. I love a variety of different energies. I can like almost get off from it, like in a conscious way, you know, not like a nasty, you know, lust, but I can I can get up, you know what I'm saying? You know, And so I like different energies because they make me, I'm real in tune to feeling. So, you know, and feeling is like a super sensitive, almost erotic feeling, you know, in consciousness. It's how you can look into someone's eyes and just become a part of them and connect with them in a way that we wouldn't even have the words to explain it in like the physical. You know what I mean? You could like actually look into someone's eyes and download like erotica that will give you the same feeling as, but non-physical. You don't even have to touch them. You don't even have to touch them. And just by saying that, it could be the total opposite of like picking up anger. You know what I mean? Or you picking up the exact opposite just by looking into someone's eyes, you know?
Yeah. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. It's just it's hard to like stay. It's like I'm trying to let things just go through me.
Yeah.
Just letting it go through me. But I mean, it's still difficult, but every day I try and every day I get better.
You know, just visualize yourself as like a filter. And just let it go through you, or strain. You know how if you're cooking beans and you strain the water from, just let it be the strain. Just let it go through you, you know, and don't let anything stick. That's what I got from it. For the first time in a long time, I could just exist, be consciousness, kind of without minus the awareness or becoming whatever it is that I'm conscious of. I'm just exerting it. And I'm like detached right now from anything being me. So it's like I'm able to take in a variety of different energies at the same time, which we feel as like this new one powerful energy, but we are open to receive various energies that are in the same field all at the same time. And that's why it feels like the energy is changing so fast. But I mean, we're anything around you, like even my neighbor. You know, I'm in the inner city, so we're like piled on top of each other. I can like probably feel some of their energies right now because there's no blockages. It's just flowing.
And then what? And then you visualize a strain to get that.
You could visualize.
How do you get that to just move through you?
Well,
not
here's
make
the
it
thing.
yours.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Kind of touching back on, because Bubba was on today. What Bubba freed me from with this energy is normally before this. I'll tell you how I was before, and I'll tell you how I am now. Before this energy clearing, I probably had just a pile of stuff, different energy patterns. I'll just say my ego, to make it simple. My ego was just in overdrive. So if I left my house and start interacting with other people, not only could I feel their energy and emotions, I would start to kind of become them. You know,
act like the same. Yes.
Yeah. I would become them. So whatever negative shit or positive or fears, or I would feel it. And it was getting to the point whereas I was just trying to stay out of my own way. That's what I was before this energy came in, because I could clear, but I couldn't clear like how Bubba said today. Hey, this is going to take a while, even with this powerful energy. So imagine the little clearings I was doing for myself. They were probably like little cosmic farts, you know, like
tiny little thing.
Yeah, like it wasn't doing anything. So the difference is I'm not this like multi-dimensional emotional wreck being that's sensitive to everything and that I don't want to be around anybody, or I'm free. I'm flowing free right now. I could probably sing the national anthem at a baseball game right now. And nothing would bother me. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. It's liberating. It's liberating. It's very liberating.
Sounds awesome. Like every morning, like this was me. I'm definitely listening to this in the morning.
Well, that's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do.
Cutting it up.
And I'm going to create a shorter version of this without all of the conscious chatter attached to it. So we'll just get to the meat and potatoes of it. And it'll be very, very liberating for a lot of you who are going to be listening to this at a further date. But anyway, I'm going to let you go, beautiful being that you are. And thank you so much for calling in. And I look forward to speaking with you again at that perfect timing. Okay?
Me too. Me too. Thank you. Thank you so much. Peace and love.
Peace and love. What a beautiful, beautiful being. Now, she has beautiful, beautiful energy. It's great to be around and feel so many conscious beings. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us this Wednesday. It's the 16th in the Matrix. It's August 16th, 2017. Today, I'm just touching down, ladies and gentlemen. I have been on a cosmic ride, even while doing this live stream. I am just floating. Wow, amazing. I love you just the way you are. You don't have to change anything, but if you're open to change, let all of this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful light energy envelop you and just be who you be. I stole that from Bubba today. Thank you, Bubba, for joining us. Love you. And I'll catch you guys on the next stream. Peace and love.